Welcome guys, welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. In our previous video, we already done what meristematic tissues and permanent tissue. In permanent tissue, we already complete simple tissue and guys, complex tissue. In simple tissue, we already complete their three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and complex tissue we already discussed xylem and phloem with their parts. Yes, now let's move towards where? Now let's move towards the tissue system. Firstly, let's start with epidermal tissue system. What they do? They make outermost covering of the plant. They make outermost covering of the plant. Yes or not? Epidermal means outer layer. Clear or not? Clear or not? It may be outer part of stem, it may be outer part of leaf, it may be outer part of roots. Okay. Now, the epidermis is the outermost layer of primary plant body. I told you now, it may be part of leaves, it may be outer covering of leaves, it may be outer covering of stem, it may be outer covering of what? Roots. It is made up elongated, compactly arranged cell which form the continuous layer. Epidermis is usually single layer. Guys, let me tell you. Right now, they want to discuss about leaf outer epidermis. This is the leaf. This is the leaf. And they want to discuss about this layer of leaves. This layer of leaves. That what kind of special features present in this epidermis. Okay, they made up with which kind of things, which kind of cells, which kind of tissues, what the kind of things they contain. Guys, the outside of the epidermis is covered a waxy thick layer called as a cuticle. If a waxy layer is covered, this thing we can call it as this thing is cuticle. Guys, they protect. What they protect? They prevent. I'm making this sign. They prevent what? They prevent what? Transpiration. Transpiration means they prevent water loss. When sunlight is very high, what plants will do? They evaporate their water in atmosphere. But if they covered with waxy layer, the transpiration rate is little bit less. But cuticle is absent in roots. Okay, stomata are structure present in the epidermis of leaf. Now here, guys, here stomata are present. I will teach you in this detail. Stomata are present. Which layer? Epidermis, not cuticle. Who contains stomata? Epidermis part. These are what? Stomata. What is the function of stomata? They are helpful in exchanges of gases like O2 and CO2. They are also helpful in transpiration. Guys, transpiration is also useful. Okay, not always if water loss. Oh my god, transpiration is very bad. No, this is necessary. Stomata regulate the process of transpiration and gases exchange. Okay, we already talked about this. Each stoma is composed of two bean shaped known as guard cell. I am drawing here. This stomata I am drawing here. What are these? These are guard cell. Why I am drawing this? Because already it is mentioned now. These are bean shaped. Why is green? Why they are green? Because they contain what? Chloroplast. That's why their outer appearance is green. Yes, chloroplast contain chlorophyll and useful in photosynthesis. Yes or not? And this is the stomatal pore. I am labeling here. This is what? This is the guard cell. And this is the what? Stromatal pore. At a daytime they open and night time they close. Depend on atmosphere. If xerophytic plants, desert plant, that at a daytime stomata are closed and night time they are open. Why? Because they want to prevent transpiration. Already they are living where? Already they lived in desert. How they can afford the water loss? How can they afford water loss? Okay, in grasses the guard cells are dumbbell shaped. Look at here, dumbbell shaped. This is a dumbbell shaped, dumbbelled shape. Okay, the outer wall of guard cells are thin and inner wall towards the stromatal pores are highly thick. They want to say that this layer is highly thick. This layer is inside highly thick and surrounding is, and these are very thin. That's it. The guard cell possess chloroplast and regulate opening and closing of stomata. Clear? Now next is subsidiary cells are also present. Guys, these are subsidiary cells. They are helpful. These are what? These are subsidiary. They are regulate. Also, they are helpful in regulation of what? Stomatal opening and closing. Okay. In detail, I will describe. If in your book, then I will describe how stomata open and how stomata close. Okay, how stomata will open and how the aperture is closed. So, these guard cell and subsidiary cell. solely we call it as a stromatal apertures. Look at here. Now you look at to here. Look at here, guys. This is what. This is what. This is the guard cell. This is what. This is the chloroplast. This is the stromatal aperture, and this is the subsidiary cells. Clear? These are the subsidiary cells. Helpful, na? Helpful. And these remaining is what? Epidermal cell. Because they are embedded in epidermal cell, na? They are embedded. These are epidermal cell, and they are embedded in epidermal cell. And these are dumbbell shaped. These are guard cell. These are subsidiary cells, and these are epidermal cells. They are embedded in epidermal cells. Embedded means if these are epidermis, here is stomata. Here is stomata. Here is stomata. Okay? Now you clear? Now, the cell of epidermis bear a number of hairs. If we talk about root, I told you now, epidermis, it may be part of epidermis. It may be, we will discuss if outer part, you can expect only leaf have outer thing. Only leaf have epidermis. Root also have epidermis layer. Root have also epidermis. Stem is also have epidermis. But in the form of epidermis, the part of root, they change into root hairs. They change into root hairs. They change into root hairs. These are root hairs. And these are epidermis. Yes or not? Yes. What they do? What they do? Root hairs. What is the function of root hairs? They absorb water. Of course, they absorb H2O plus minerals, nutrients. Yes. Acha. On the stem, this is the leaf outer epidermis, and this is the stem. Root epidermis, and stem also have epidermal hairs. We call it as a trichomes. Stem have also trichomes. These are their epidermis origination. These are trichome is what? Originate from epidermis. Next, the trichome is in the shoot system are usually multicellular. They may be branched, unbranched, and soft and stiff. Okay. They may even be secretory. The trichome help to prevent water loss due to the transpiration. They are helpful in what? Water transpiration. They prevent. Preventing word. They prevent means trichome prevent what? Transpiration, right? So that's all for now. That's all for now. What? Epidermis. We start now tissue system, and we complete epidermal. We complete epidermal part of the leaf. We complete epidermal part of the stem. We complete epidermal part of the roots. In the leaves, we discuss stomata. Stem, we can discuss about trichome, and root we will we already discuss about root hairs. Now you clear? Now you clear? Wait. Okay, this is a 4 line, guys. Ground tissue already 4 in line. Why we take a new video? Okay, let's complete, guys. Be focused. Only 4 line. Only 4 line. Ground tissue system. All tissue except epidermis and vascular bundle consist of ground tissue. Means except epidermis. Remove epidermis and vascular bundle, xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. All things are made up with ground tissues, like cortex, like endodermis, like pericycle. They all are made up with what? Ground tissues. And ground tissues, they made up with what things? They made up with parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. We already discussed in simple tissue what is parenchyma, what is collenchyma, and what is sclerenchyma. These are round in shape. They are hexagonal in shape, and they are what? Fiber-like structure. Okay, very na? They are very. Guys, parenchyma, they are present in the cortex. Assume, guys, this is the root. Assume na this is the root part. This is the epidermis. This is the what? Cortex cell. So cortex cell are usually made up with what? Parenchyma cell. Here is endodermis. Here is xylem. Here is phloem. And here is again pericycle. Pericycle is also made up with what? Look at here. Also made up with what? Parenchyma cell. With center part, they also made up with what? Parenchyma. Medullary is also made up with what? Parenchyma cell. Yes. In leaves, the ground tissue consists of thin walled chloroplast containing called mesophils. Guys, what is the function of mesophils? Guys, mesophils are usually responsible for what? They are usually photosynthesis, important for photosynthesis, because mesophil contain chloroplast. Chloroplast, what is the chloroplast? This is the what? Double membrane organelle. What they do? Assume this is a cell. We call it as a mesophil. They contain what? Double membranous organ chloroplast, multiple chloroplast. What they do? Chloroplast. I'm zooming a one chloroplast. What chloroplast will do? They have thylakoid. And thylakoid, what they do? They have photosystem. And photosystem contain what? They contain photosynthetic pigment like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll, phycobilin, carotenoids, and they useful in photosynthesis, food formation. So guys, that's it. Your ground tissues is complete. We discuss your ground tissue system, and we discuss not your plant epidermal. So guys, that's all for now. We will meet in next video. Keep smiling, revise, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Adhyan with Flow. Okay, we will meet in next video. Thank you. We will meet in next video with the vascular tissue system. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. We will meet in this next video. Thank you. And please subscribe my channel.